This is your Michael for Screen Reviews, bringing you another podcast for the Boruto review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to preach hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Hold on for a minute, that was just a plane passing by if you're wondering what that noise in the background. So basically, if you're wondering what that noise right now, that's just a plane passing by, passing by my neighborhood. So anyway, I say again, like again, this audio podcast recording will have some adult language in case if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have some adult language. Now, if you're over 18, then it's you good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, it starts off like this. We see Boruto along with Sarada having burgers with Chozo and Imogen at the Thunder Burger restaurant. So basically, Boruto was happy to be back in the village, eat burgers and whatnot with his friends and whatnot. So basically, Boruto and Sarada was wondering, how many missions that you guys had since we've been away. So basically, like Imogen and Chozo were not a few, not as much, since Shikadai has been busy with doing other important missions with other teams and whatnot. So basically, seems like that makes sense. Since Shikadai is more, it's capable of doing greater things. He's smart. He's a smart Shinobi and whatnot. So basically, and added that he's very intelligent as well. It makes sense for him to work with other teams besides you two. So basically, damn, I'm playing this for fun. Sorry about the air traffic in the background, because this is just crazy. So basically when Boruto and Gerardo mentioned that, it makes sense for Shikadai to, be working with other teams. He's a smart young man, he could be a guy who actually working for different teams of Shinobi in the least village. So basically Chozo and Anakin felt kind of like that they felt like they are holding Shikadai back, because they're not they're not on the same level as Shikadai. So basically, they took Boruto and Sarada's word that maybe if that Shikadai wasn't teamed up with us, he could be doing better things for the different team instead of with us. So anyway, they felt that after leaving the burger joint, they were starting to thinking maybe Boruto and Shimada arrived and whatnot, and that's when Shikadai showed up and said that I have a mission for you guys. So anyway, damn, the air traffic is terrible today. Sorry about the air traffic, y'all. But anyway, so basically Shikadai took her to the cardio office. Turns out there's this ninja who stole some information about some scientific ninja tubes, stole some data about a scientific ninja tube. So basically, you two job is to catch the guy, and basically Chozo and Imogen was what to why us? Well, you know, Chicken says that, you know, I have something else to do, but I don't know, I have something else to do, I have some important work to do. So basically, like, you know, you two just handle it. So basically, you know, turn out the guy that was looking for, that was looking for was in the least village, and basically, and they managed to track her down to Tintin's Ninja 2 stop, and basically waited to the dude to come out, and basically track the dude, and basically look for the data that he stole from, that the data he stole about some the latest scientific ninja tools. But all they could find was just a bunch of cookie knives, spices, and whatnot. And turns out there was a mistake. What Kohan came up. Kohan is one of the clan members of Kohan is one of the clan members of, you know, in his clan. So basically he's saying that, you know, oh sorry, we made the Century unit who reported on this on the data on the data that has not fully updated its, you know, updated its report. This guy is innocent. So basically, there was a mistake on the Century unit's part. This is not the guy who stole the movie car with this scientific ninja 2 data. He's just an average chef and whatnot. So basically, after Kohan explained the situation to Energy and Chozo, they say sorry to the guy who made Jingo. Jingo. So basically, Jingo was like, you know, sorry, okay, then it was just misunderstanding, that's all. So basically, Jingo was like, you know, basically, you know, Energy and Chozo is like, you know, it's anything we could do to help you out after this whole inconvenience that we put you through. So basically, like, you know, Jigo said that, you know, he's a chef that makes ramen and whatnot. So basically, that's the reason why he was in, you know, in Tintin Ninja 2, you know, getting nice to make ramen and stuff. So basically, Jigo took Energy and Chozo back to his ramen restaurant, and meanwhile, Shikadao and a group of other shinobis were tracking the real thieves who stole the data. So basically, you know, so who stole the data? He was checking the real thieves that stole the data. So basically, you know, these thieves accidentally bumped into Jigo when he was taking Chozo and Energy back to his restaurant, and basically, you know, they had these same identical bamboo containers. So basically, the thief actively took out one of the containers that had Jigo's spice in it, and Jigo took the container with the mini card with the scientific Ninja 2 data inside it. So basically, you know, without even noticing. So anyway, Jigo explained that, you know. So basically, Jigo explained that, you know, I just opened this restaurant, so far I have no customers, but, you know, sooner or later, I believe that, you know, there's this critic that might stop by, who might stop by. He believes that, you know, that every day now, this special, you know, this food critic will stop by my restaurant and taste my ramen. So basically, like, you know, in other words, it's, you know, if the food critic likes my ramen, you know, that means big business for our restaurant. But if he doesn't, you know, this means terrible business. So, like, you know, that means terrible business for ramen. So basically, I need to make some special ramen and whatnot. So basically, like, you know. So basically, like, you know, Chozo and hoped to gather some special ingredients to make this special one for the food critic if he ever shows up at his restaurant. And they went around the least village, you know, gathering these special getting these crazy ingredients and whatnot to help out Jigo. So basically, Jigo mixed all the ingredients that they had, and basically, and basically, it basically, tried out the ramen with all these ingredients together. It was not bad, but it's still missing that special ingredient. So basically, they were trying to figure out, what that special ingredient is. So anyway, later that night, so basically, Jigo and Inogen and Choyo we're still trying to help Chico look to the special ingredient that makes his ramen special to that food critic who might show up and whatnot at his restaurant. So anyway, it turns out that the bad guys who stole Diva realized that that they accidentally pick up the spice, and realized that maybe that chef must have accidentally picked up the container with the menu card in it and whatnot, and went to go track him down. So anyway, Chico left his water at the restaurant, and he went back there, and basically turned out that Chojo had took the container with the mini card in that she thought it was spice, to put on her potato chips, but no spice had came out. So anyway, basically Chico got kidnapped by so basically, Jigo got kidnapped by the thieves by the thieves that wanted the mini card with the scientific ninja 2 data back and whatnot. So basically, Inogen and Chozo got worried and went back to Jigo's restaurant and saw the struggle and whatnot, and saw the mess at the restaurant, and basically, using his demon beast grow powers, they was able to track the thieves down to the hideout, track the thieves to the hideout. But at the same time, Shikada and his other team was there already outside the hideout. So basically, he saw one of Inogen's painted birds and whatnot, and basically and so Jigo being carried in by the bad guys in the hideout. So basically, basically they got together and basically working together as a team. The bad guys were caught, and Jigo was free, and no harm was done to anybody. So basically, but there was no sign of the memory card that the thief stole from. There was no sign of the memory card that the thief stole with the scientific ninja 2 data on it. So anyway, once again, Jigo made a tip at his restaurant to make a special ramen, make a special ramen, but Inogen and Chozo said that, this time is good, but it's still missing that special ingredient. So basically, Shikada showed up, and was asking them that, have you seen any type of memory card that the thieves left behind before you guys left? And basically Chozo was trying to pour some spice, was trying to flavor up Harada with that spice container that he got from Jigo, and basically that's when the memory card came out, and basically Chikada was like, oh, good. So basically, it's good to and basically Chicken say that it's good. It's good that we are teammates, that we're a team. So basically, like Anakin and Chozo was like and so basically you're happy you be team up with us, even though we like be holding you back. He said yes, I'm happy. I don't care. I don't really care if you guys hold me back or not. We're a team. We grow up together to Godtech. We're more than just a team. We're family. So basically, he didn't he didn't care that he didn't care all about that. About you guys. He loves you guys. So basically, we showing that Chozo and Edison is not holding. We showing Chozo and Edison that they're not the ones holding back. A team works together and stay together no matter what. So yes, we might have to go on separate ways sometimes, but we're still a team. So basically, and Giga realized after seeing Chozo eat his her potato chips that's the special ingredient that he needs his ramen. So basically, he added potato chips. He added potato chips as his special ingredient, and basically made some special ramen potato chips. So basically, I believe this the next day. I believe, but sometime, maybe a few days passed, and the food critic put his review about Gigo's restaurant and about his special ramen in, and basically Boruto and the others heard about Gigo's restaurant from the food critic's review in the paper. So basically, Gigo's special potato chip ramen was a big hit with the food critic who gave him the all-star review. So basically, Boruto, Sawada, and Chojo and the others went to go, get some of this potato chip ramen, but turns out there was a very long line, and that's how the episode ended with Ricky Jigo serving his special potato chip ramen to his customers inside, and that's how the episode ended. So anyway, technically this was a good side episode. This was a very good side episode for the characters, for characters like Chojo and Energy and whatnot. This was a good side episode. And once again, I'm sorry about the background noise. With the air traffic, passing by my house and whatnot. Sorry about that. So anyway. This was a good episode. So, what do you guys think about this episode? Good, bad, or just okay, or just nah? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. Alright, stay on. 1.